That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday Fun Day, and we are live in the alley with Billy Trzynski and Josh Savali. Let's go, Buffalo! Sunday afternoon in the alley. Girls, boys, and bills at Downtown Brew. Ballet. Prognostications and various jokes. Your beer, we're so glad you're alive in the alley.
Almost.
I know. Hi.
Welcome to
Live
in the Alley. Happy Snowder Day. It's supposed to snow today.
Is that one you wrote first thing this morning, or?
Oh, I got another one. It's not that good.
So the weather is fine.
Here. It looks like we have about
A foot.
in Orchard Park.
I have 2 of them, as do you.
So at least they don't have 2 feet.
That's right. As Double A likes to say, let's measure their performance in feet of snow. Right now, there is a feet of snow in Buffalo. And they're supposed to get possibly another feet during the game. They weren't supposed to get hit last night.
No, it was supposed to be today all day.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Well,
It's
got hit.
there. They got hit.
So that's fine.
So the Bills won again on Sunday. That's 4 wins in a row. 4 wins in a row. They're looking for number 5 tonight. 5 wins in a row. On a Saturday spectacular.
Snowder Day.
I'm sorry, I'll get it right one of these times.
Snowder Day.
A Snowder Day spooktacular. They're playing the Miami Dolphins.
Did you know it snows in Alabama?
It does snow in Oregon. Not in Hawaii. It does snow in Hawaii. Tua Tagovailoa says, yes, hey, we get snow in Alabama. Cool, man. I hope he's looking out his little window going, yeah, just like Alabama. What is he saying for? Oh, go back to Greenbow, Alabama. That's one of my favorite parts. I don't know if you guys have seen Forrest Gump. It's a football movie. They play football in it.
Forrest. He was running.
Johnny. So the Bills win. They hold on for now to the number 1 seed in the AFC. Yeah, it'll happen. They're trying to pad the division lead, and a win over Miami tonight would certainly help out. Did it fall all the way? Look at Little Chili arrives late, and he's just here for help. There we go. I lost the other golf tee.
I see.
I don't know what's going on up there. I can't. Josh, just lean your head back.
Anything else, Billy?
No. So, anywho, the Bills looking for the 5th straight win, pad the division lead. The Bills, with a win tonight,
They will clinch a
playoff spot with a win or a tie. If they tie and the Chargers lose or the Jets and Patriots lose.
When
The Chargers and Patriots both tie, the Jets lose, the Bills tie, they clinch a playoff spot.
do you guys have that or no?
I'm not repeating it.
Good. Good.
But, so the Bills, week 3, lose to Miami down in South Florida, a real close game. The Bills double them up in yards, double them up in time of possession, but in the end couldn't do enough, didn't score enough. The defense gave up 1 big pass play, held Tyreek Hill in check, but Jalen Waddle and Tua connect on a 3rd and 22. That was the game right there. That was the play of the game. The Bills lose. Everybody thinks Miami's the greatest after that, which kudos to them. The Bills have lost 3 division games in 3 years. So, that's kind of a big deal for them at the time. But the Bills in the last, we're in week 15. So that was 13 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. We've had the injury problems and have certainly gotten a lot healthier. Jordan Poyer didn't play that game. I believe Milano didn't play that game.
Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White obviously didn't play that game. Josh Allen didn't. Well, he did.
He had 400-some yards passing.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did.
Yeah, let's cut him. So, the injury aspect of that helps. Miami and Jim will get into this. They're on a 2-game skid. Have teams found out a little bit of blueprint, clouding up the middle of the field against Tua, make them throw to the side. With the snow tonight, we'll see if that even matters. But there's a lot of different things from week 3 until now that have happened, and both teams look a little different, and the field will look a little bit different. But I don't really care. I don't care if it was 80 and sunny. I still think the Bills are the better team then, and I think they're the better team now.
I think if it was 80 and sunny, then we kill them.
Right.
I think we're that much better. But with this snow, it's going to affect us too.
Right.
But I think it's going to get them a little more.
Right. And I think this comes down to no matter, like you said, would they smoke them if it was 80 out? I would hope to tend to agree. Will it be a little bit different game with these conditions? Absolutely.
Indeed.
But I feel that no matter the weather, when you get late in this season, the better team is going to find the way to win.
Yeah.
Just because you're better. You have better coaching. You have better players. You're more ready for it.
A better quarterback.
Right.
They might have better receivers.
They certainly do. And we have Cole Beasley again. I mean, whatever.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't forget about it.
No. And John Brown.
Man, this shirt got tight.
Is it?
It must be shrinking.
Ah.
Or it might be the other thing, too.
What's the other thing?
Me getting fatter.
It's the holiday season. It's okay. Speaking of guys being back on the defense, Poyer didn't play against Miami. Milano, who got hurt during the New England game, played it all through, then plays during the Jets game last week.
Almost kills
a guy. I think the defense, the whole Mike White thing, from the Jets' perspective, I feel like a lot of fans wanted him in as a quarterback. I think the Bills' defense held them in check very well last week. I think they did a great job.
They do what they always do. They bend, but don't break.
And they mixed up a lot of coverages, and that's what you can do with healthy guys, Tre'Davious White, Matt Milano, Jordan Poyer. You can use your full playbook, basically. I know it's tough. With the Von Miller absence, too, though, one thing I'm a little surprised at, and maybe we shouldn't be because they were good last year, the defensive line is still pretty damn stout.
They're better than they were last year?
Without
Vaughn.
Without Von Miller.
I mean, they're better with Vaughn, of course, but...
One guy that has been especially fun to watch is Rousseau.
Gregory.
2 sacks, a forced fumble, a pass defended in the Jets game. He's got a career high, which is he's only in his second season. 7 sacks this season. That guy is turning into... You're getting wet.
I know. I always do.
Yeah, thank you. That guy is turning into a force on defense, paired with Shaq Lawson, Daquan Jones, who is just playing awesome, Ed Oliver, who's a beast. That defensive line truly is...
Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
And Boogie Basham. Is really good, and they're really fun to watch, and I honestly don't think they're getting enough credit without Von Miller.
I think they are.
You think they are? Because they're getting adequate credit?
They are.
They're
saying they're missing Vaughn, but they haven't...
No, I agree. I don't think they are either. Would you like him in there? Yes. Does he make it better? Yeah. But just his presence alone earlier in the season on the team has definitely made an impact. And it was, with the defensive ends, it was minus Shaq Lawson. It was round about the same crew they had last year, but Daquan Jones helping Ed Oliver in the middle, Rousseau getting older and wiser, I don't know, just a better player. And he's huge. I mean, he is just a freak of nature. And he's ours. It's awesome.
Forever.
Yeah, little did you know, if you play good for the Bills now, you're ours forever. Forever. So, yeah, I mean, that's cool. The healthy defense, offense, first time in Josh Allen's career that they have punted 5 straight times. That was kind of wacky last week.
That was...
But then they kind of pulled out of the rut. They scored. They did their damage. The defense held up. I mean, it's a double-digit victory without the punt block for a safety.
They only won by 8.
Right. It was before the punt block. Oh. I'm saying that was a 10-point lead.
Oh, yeah.
Double-digit victory. You had the punt block, whatever. You almost killed the quarterback twice, whatever. He's got a broken rib. Is that what they said, Jim?
He's got a fracture.
Fractured rib?
Right.
That might hurt worse.
Yeah. The main reason they're holding him out is because he could play, but if he gets hit hard enough, he could be, like, done.
Don't worry, he's not playing Milano or Oliver.
He went to 10 different doctors to try to get cleared. No, you idiot. You're just staying home. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was crazy. The Milano hit, like the Shaq Lawson hit is the one that kind of started it, but the Milano hit is like the most beautiful form tackle you'll ever see.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't believe. All right, did anybody watch the San Fran Chargers game? Or not San Fran. The San Fran. Who did they beat? Seattle game the other night. Bosa hits Geno Smith. Geno Smith throws a pick six. It's called back because of roughing the passer. And it really wasn't. That's fine. But if they call that roughing the passer, Matt Milano should be in football jail.
Oh,
I mean, the way that
forever.
Forever. He should never be allowed to play again if that's what they're going to call.
He did. That was the best. That's how you tackle.
Yes.
That was unbelievable.
It was perfect.
Well,
I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, it's exciting, and we're getting rained on. It snowed in Buffalo. Our pets' heads are falling off, but we'll get through this. So, it's time to talk about Miami. Right? We have to.
I got a joke to tell real quick.
Is it about their coach?
No, it's just about if they poo in the loo in the UK.
Uh-huh.
What do they do in the bathroom in Miami?
What?
Cocaine.
You don't have to tell another joke the rest of the year. Oh, that was pretty good.
Well, how about we do Jives with Jimmer?
It's time for Jive with
Jimmer.
Josh, with that joke, I feel we should go back to the Miami Vice days.
There you go, yeah.
Crockett and Tubbs,
That's what I thought, Yeah. But their coach kind of looks like he might enjoy a line
That's
or two.
what I was getting at, really.
He's a soulless ghoul anyway. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Billy. Let's get you up to speed on the Dolphins.
Please do.
All right, let's go back 2 weeks. Dolphins are riding high.
On cocaine.
Probably. After starting the season 3-3, Miami went on a 5-game winning streak, bringing them to 8-3 in first place in the AFC East. Last 2 weeks, Miami went on a West Coast swing. Results not good for the Dolphins. Lost at San Francisco, lost last week at the LA Chargers.
They have different product out there.
Must be. Cut different, I don't know.
It's not El Chapo's brand.
Prior to this 2-game West Coast swing, Miami scored at least 30 points in their previous 4 games. Last 2 weeks, Dolphins are down to 17 points in each game. Now, you can make the case for the Dolphins losing to the 49ers. Cross-country road game, playing the number 1 defense in the league.
Current NFC West champions now, yeah.
You can say Dolphins were due for a bad game after a 5-game winning streak. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We'll give that to them.
Well, you could throw in there, yeah.
Really, though, there's no case for the Dolphins losing to the Chargers like they did. Coming into last week's game, Miami had the number 1 ranked passing offense, number 4 in total offense. Other side, the Chargers were 26th in overall D, and the Chargers were down 6. Count them, 6 starters on their defense.
Yeah, they didn't have Derwin James. Like, they did. It seemed like they had nobody.
Anybody. Chargers won 23-17. Shouldn't have been that close. Tua Tagovailoa, worst game of his career. At one point in the third quarter, he was...
Until today.
One point in the third, he was 3 of 17 for a grand total of 25 yards. His final stats, 10 of 28 for 145 yards.
Oh, my gosh.
Of those 145 yards.
Say that again?
Final stats, 10 of 28 for 145 yards.
That's what he did in the fourth quarter against the Ravens.
Yeah. No, he did better than that.
Yeah, right.
And of those 145 yards, 60 of them were on a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Take away that pass, Tua's numbers would have been 9 of 27 for 85 yards.
Against the defense with no starters.
Right.
And they're not good with the starters either.
Yeah,
Right, yeah. It's not like they're great. Yeah, they're not world beaters at all.
Now, Tyreek Hill did have another touchdown. He returned a fumble. One of these Dolphins teammates fumbled. Took it in 57 yards for a touchdown.
That was really cool.
It was
cool.
Why he was running the wrong way, and you had it in your head. You're like, he's probably going to score. Like, you know, he's the fastest freak alive.
Now, you take away those touchdowns by Tyreek Hill. On offense, Miami did not cross midfield until their final 2 possessions of the game, where they got a field goal and a punt.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was it for their offense. So Chargers should have done a lot better against them.
Well, that's how the Chargers roll.
Right. It's
That's
not like-
Charger.
They actually, Chargers probably should have lost that. That's really how they roll.
Another note on Tua. The first 12 weeks of the season, number 1 ranked passer in the league. For the past 2 weeks, just taking into account those 2 weeks, he is down to 26th in that time period.
Yikes. Can you imagine if he started off the season like that? They'd have been calling for his head. If the first 2 weeks of the year he was the 26th
definitely.
ranked passer.
They'd want to trade him.
You should have stopped that cocaine.
And actually, he is the leading vote getter for the Pro Bowl right now, or the fan vote. Is Tua.
Idiots.
What? That many Miami fans?
All right, brings us to today. Miami 8-5, second in the AFC East, currently the 6th seed in the AFC playoffs. Looking at their offense, I mentioned Tyreek Hill leads the league with 100 receptions, second in reception yardage with 1,460 yards. You also got Jalen Waddle. He's not up there as much in receptions, but he's got over 1,000 yards receiving as well.
They've both been kind of banged up. Waddle was kind of banged up in the 49ers game. Hill was hobbling around at the end of the Chargers game. He's got a little bit of a banged up ankle. I mean, those 2 guys, your speed guys, maybe being a little hindered in a game where footing and speed is going to be tough to come by. It really
It takes away a lot of vast majority of their offense.
Right, and a huge limitation on their offense possibly tonight.
If you were Jalen Waddle, would you have played for the Oregon Ducks?
Is there a team with a penguin mascot?
I think there is. I'm not sure
Pittsburgh.
who.
Wait, hang on, real quick, Jimmer. Sorry. What waddles more, a duck or a penguin?
Ooh, good question. Is there a scientific study on this?
No, I think we need to test subjects.
Let me look.
We got to go to the zoo. All right, sorry, Jim.
That's all right.
Well, by the end of the show, we'll have to take a vote.
Anyways, Miami's offense, very one-sided. Second overall in passing currently, 29th in rushing. They only average 89.8 yards per game rushing. So far this season, Miami has topped 100 yards rushing only 4 times. That's the 3rd worst in the league.
Wow.
Defensively, no real great shakes there. They're sitting at 20th overall.
Oh.
Name to know on defense is the defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. Leads the league in tackles by defensive linemen with 75.
Are they? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, are you going to talk about Chubb at all?
Why, yes, I am.
Buyer's remorse. Maybe. I don't know. He just hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, it's a new face on their defense. Dolphins acquired former All-Pro outside linebacker Bradley Chubb from Denver. And he's been there, but he hasn't really set the world on fire or anything.
No. Maybe not what they've hoped yet.
Exactly.
Who knows?
As far as their pass rush, note that Miami has had 13 sacks in their past 3 games. Now, we don't always talk about special teams, but we're going to today.
Well, the Bills are a special team. We talk about them all the time.
Well, the Dolphins' special teams need to be mentioned because they suck.
Oh, you don't say.
On kick returns, they are second to last in the league. Punt coverage, they're 27th. And kickoff coverage, dead last.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not just the coverage, it's the returning as well, where they're both bad.
Yeah, they stink.
Okay, this is
They
going to
could
be...
throw Tyreek Hill back there at any point, though. And
They could. You never know, if need be.
The Chiefs would do that in the pinch.
Yeah,
They did,
They did do that.
I said they would, and they did.
but they can't now.
No.
But they can't now.
What was that head waddle? Ah.
All right, this is the 7th time in the last 11 years Miami has played at Buffalo in December or January. So let's talk about the weather. Game time forecast, 30 degrees. You know temperatures are going to be dropping. Winter storm watch, warning. Last week in Los Angeles, temperature was 55 degrees.
Ooh, how chilly.
Dolphins had heaters on their bench for 55 degrees.
If it was 55 degrees now, I think I might be in a T-shirt.
I might have my shirt off.
Ooh. I don't know if we want that.
Maybe next week. Well, for the playoffs, we're going shirtless.
We're going shirtless for the playoffs.
It's going to be a quick show.
Hello, goodbye.
All right, last 7 times Miami has played in a game where the temperature was less than 40 degrees, 0-7 straight up and against the spread. They lost those games by an average of 18.7 points. Prior to this season, Buffalo had won 7 straight versus Miami. Miami, as you mentioned, won this year week 3, 21-19. It was like 1,000 degrees.
Well, allegedly. They didn't want to tell us that they played the game on the sun, but the game was played on the sun.
Basically, yeah.
With a magnifying glass, burning ants.
What? The coach, he looks like he would do that. Cocaine cowboy.
Going to finish up with some numbers for you. You guys are going to like these because they're all O-fers.
Oh, for
Miami, 0-3 against the spread, their last 3 on the road. 0-3 against the spread, their last 3 games as an underdog. 0-4 against the spread this season, coming off a loss. 0-5 against they're 0-5 against the spread. Their past 5 games versus a team with a winning record.
Oh shit!
That's all I got for the Dolphins.
All right, thanks, Jimmer.
Hey, Jimmy!
I got some stuff for you.
All right, what do we got?
One of the most hated times of the year is when the last undefeated team gets beaten, and those cocky 1972 Dolphins,
Mercury Morris, pop the champagne.
they do the thing, and it's annoying as hell. But, like you said, some of them are still alive in order to pop champagne. Can you name the living starting quarterback from the 72 Dolphins?
Bob Greasy.
Cool. Can you name 2 living and 1 dead running backs from that team? They're all names.
All right.
They all have names. Most
Living.
That's so weird.
Living, yep.
Larry Zonka.
Got it.
Mercury Morris.
Yep.
The dead one would be Jim Kick with 2 eyes.
Oh my God! Wow. That's exactly what
I did not know that one.
You're a sorcerer. Okay, let's go, fancy boy.
2 eyes.
For an extra 160 points.
I think the 2 eyes should have been 1,000,000 points on that one.
that was pretty good.
All right.
All right.
I have 2 eyes.
Yeah, what big deal.
You didn't play for the 72 Dolphins, though.
That's
For an extra 160 points. They're the only team to ever complete, playoffs, everything. Can you name the other 3 teams? Now, this is going to go back NFL. This is also pre-merger, to give you a little hint. The other 3 NFL teams to complete a season undefeated but not win it all. 72 Dolphins is the only one to obviously win it all. The other 3 teams to win the entire regular season but then lose at some point.
Patriots were
Right.
one.
I would say, fun fact, all 3 teams have lost in the championship game. So Patriots, yep.
The Super Bowl.
Jeez. Packers?
Now,
All
right.
Not good at
both the 34 and the 42 Chicago Bears completed an undefeated season only to lose in the title game, if you will.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
not Bears.
Are you sure it was the 42 Bears?
42 Bears.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
It's got to be right.
Hey!
You got it, man.
That was your friendly neighborhood mailman, Schmike Schmelson. I don't know if we can say his name.
Hey, go Rangers.
No. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about hockey. Jimmer, that was awesome. Great job.
right.
You got. Well, actually, I had to deduct a few points because you didn't get the 42 Bears.
I thought it was the 43.
Jim Kick goes back to 1 eye. Ay.
Wow.
Wow.
Those were, good job, Jimmer.
Thanks, Josh.
The weather tonight will not be in question. But what will be in question is what kind of question will question us question.
What are we going to do?
Q&A!
We do not! Bye-bye game.
You got enough room?
I don't know.
You think we'd figure this out by now?
One of these days.
The answer is a hard no.
Well, it helped if I showed up on time.
Wow.
We never expect
All
that.
right, it's time for almost like the Collinsworth slide. It's time for the AA lean. No, we got more people coming through. How's it going? Come on through.
Come on, you're right. There we go. Hey.
Go Bills!
You're famous now. You're on public access television. Hey, remember that guy's leg? That was crazy. Hi.
He did have crazy legs, didn't
Yeah. There's only one guy with crazy legs, and that's
That's
Jimmer. Oh, I mean,
No,
Josh.
that'd be Josh. I can't get my legs that crazy.
I can't.
he? So I did a little bit of research,
Okay.
but not much.
You might need to lean to the left a little bit more. That's gooder.
It's a good thing I have this on the right side.
See,
I mean the left side,
That's because your producer told you what to do. He's a
because I'm supposed to lean.
cracking that whip on us.
Yep.
All right, so remember a few weeks ago we played Do You Know Your Bills?
Yeah, and Jimmer smoked us all.
All right, so we're not going to do the old guys. We're going to do today's players.
Oh, who's still probably going to lose?
And instead of like giving you like their stats or their where they went to school and stuff, I've picked out the top 5 in each category for this year. So, for example, I would like you to tell me who the top 5 rushing yard leaders are on the Bills.
On the Bills.
Josh
Top
Allen.
5.
Devin Singletary.
Allen, Singletary, good. Yep.
Is Singletary number 1?
Yes.
Allen, Singletary, Cook.
Yep.
Rushing.
Moss? As long as
Yep.
we talk
That's
high.
Zach Moss before he got traded.
Jeez, I don't.
And then who else has carried the ball? Isaiah McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie. Very
Bam!
good. Yeah, Singletary has it by,
A couple yards.
what is the math of that? 24 yards. He has
That's gonna end today.
642, and Allen has 628. Yeah, I was.
geez.
Yeah. All right. How about let's do your top 5 receiving yards leaders.
Diggs.
Diggs,
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie,
McKenzie.
Khalil Shakir.
Can we put Kumaro in?
Shakir is actually just outside the top 5.
Is he really?
But I put him down just
Yeah.
Dawson Knox.
Knox. Yep.
Is that all of them?
Nope. You're missing one.
Reggie
Isaiah
Gilliam.
McKenzie.
Yeah, we said
You said
McKenzie.
McKenzie. Yep.
Oh.
Singletary.
No.
Ooh.
But maybe another running back.
Cook.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That's yep.
Yep. James Cook.
We didn't say it, but
But
there it is.
all right. Who is leading the Bills in touchdowns?
Diggs,
With how many?
9.
10.
10.
Good. Good.
Like a teacher.
Josh Allen.
Allen has 6 rushing touchdowns, but no receiving. Weird.
What does he have for total touchdowns? Like 29?
If you include
Yeah,
throwing.
passing and-
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Okay, he's up there though. It's crazy.
He's the only one that's thrown one, so I thought that was a stupid one to pick.
Yeah, by now you think they might have had somebody
You
else.
said the top 5.
Yeah. Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen.
You could have kept us going on that one.
And
And then, so McKenzie is like the third. He's got 4.
okay.
And Singletary has 4 as well. But that was, like, there really isn't that many. Like,
Cook and Shakir have 1 each.
everybody else got like 1.
Yeah.
All right, how about let's do total tackles? Who's your tackling leaders?
Matt
Tremaine
Milano,
Edmonds.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Poirier.
Milano and Edmonds are 2 and 3. Who's number 1?
Poirier.
Hoyer is number 6.
Taron Johnson.
Taron Johnson is number 4.
Ed Oliver.
Not on the list.
Which one?
Neither of them?
Oliver or Miller?
What'd you say?
I said Von Miller.
Miller, or nope, didn't make the top 6.
Neither did Ed Oliver.
Nope.
Daquan Jones.
No. Think
Josh
secondary.
Well, Poyer and Taron Johnson are out.
Johnson, you got.
Oh, Johnson we got.
Yeah. You're still looking for the number 1 tackler.
Wow.
Who has
Dane
the
Jackson.
most tackles on the team?
Dane Jackson.
No. No.
I'm out on this one.
Cam
Scab,
Lewis.
Who has replaced somebody who makes a lot of tackles normally?
Whoever replaced Micah Hyde. Guys got one team to cover. Come on.
I'm going to the secondary. Who we haven't named
He's
yet.
got a wonderful head of hair. DeMar Hamlin.
Oh,
is
DeMar
your
Hamlin.
leading tackler.
Jeez Louise.
I should have known that.
You should have known that.
You should have known that.
Ugh,
How could you?
I don't know.
I cut my hair.
I was actually
It
hoping.
would have been me.
I was hoping that that you would have jumped in on this one. That you would have gotten it.
That me?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't even know this guy's name. So.
Yeah, good. Finally.
All right. How
Take
about
that, Jimmer.
How about leaders in sacks?
Von Miller,
Yep.
Gregory Rousseau.
Yep.
Gregory
Boogie Basham.
Basham is number 5.
Oliver.
Oliver actually isn't on the list. I think he's only
Milano.
got 2. Or I think he's only got 1.5 is what
Shaq
I'm
Lawson.
Lawson, 2.5, yes. You're missing 1.
Von Miller.
He said
Yeah,
Miller.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This guy has 5.5 sacks.
Matt Milano.
Nope.
Not Edmonds.
Somebody who we drafted
Jordan Phillips.
to rush the passer.
Not Boogie.
Now we said
we
Boogie.
We
We
said
said
Boogie
Basham.
and Rousseau.
Okay.
Yep. Who's the other
Ed
one?
Oliver.
Who's the other one? With an E. Last name might be Hawaiian?
Tango Vailoa.
Epinesa?
Oh, AJ
Oh,
Epinesa.
AJ.
Jeez Louise, we suck.
Yeah. At least he wasn't the leading sacker and you didn't get it.
He's
Well.
Samoan.
All right.
Samoa.
How about interceptions?
Samoa.
You guys have an idea about
Jordan
interceptions? Poyer's got how many?
4?
5?
Yeah.
4 or 5.
And then there's 3 guys that have 2.
Elam.
Yep.
Milano.
Yep.
Dane Jackson.
Dane Jackson.
I say Jackson's the one that picked off Mahomes.
Yep. Very good. How about tackles for losses? This one's pretty good.
Milano.
Edmonds.
Milano leads it. Yep.
Von Miller.
Edmonds actually isn't on it. Miller, number 2. Yep.
Ed Oliver.
Oliver's on there. Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
Daquan Jones.
Nope.
Rousseau.
Rousseau. Yep.
Any secondary players in there?
Nope.
AJ
Basham.
Epinesa. then.
And Epinesa. And Epinesa. Yeah, you
Should
got
have
it.
the roster out.
All right, let's do a couple of quick hitters.
All right.
Hurricane or earthquake?
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Earthquake.
Spicy or hot?
Spicy.
Spicy.
Hot.
Comedy or action?
Action.
Action. Comedies suck. The comedies suck. I mean, they're not good. There's rarely a good one. There's a lot of good action films.
I'll take action.
Yeah.
Tank or submarine?
Submarine.
Submarine.
That's the coolest thing out there.
Tank.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
I agree-
underwater.
no. Exactly.
You're underwater. What if I poke a hole in your submarine?
Okay.
Like, you can't even have
What if you
the
get an
screen
earthquake?
open.
Yeah, what if you get an earthquake? What if I cut the tires on your tank?
I don't have tires on my tank.
Well, what if? Not like you're poking a hole in my submarine.
I just might.
What are you doing tonight? Poking a hole in the submarine.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
even-
fire this missile.
You can't even open a window.
My submarine can be nuclear. Your tank ain't nuclear. It's nuclear.
All right, and I got a bad joke.
Hey! Everybody excited.
Why should you knock on a fridge door before opening it?
Why should you?
To make sure something with dressing.
In case there's a salad dressing.
There.
Congratulations, Aaron. You have the worst bad joke of the day.
Good. Oof. I was getting worried.
Well, if
'cause
I had
got-
known it was drug day, I would have made up a Coke joke.
Made up a Coke joke. Ay, ay, ay.
That makes me snort.
I only say that. Oh! One time, Steve and I are working at Creno's at the store, and these guys come in, and it's around this time of year, like Christmas time. It's later in the evening. These 2 dudes come in, and they are so nice, and they're talking about this and that. They put stuff on layaway. They walk out the store with stuff, and they leave. And Steve looks at me and goes, "Did you notice what that guy's hat said?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Did you notice that they pay it all in cash?" I'm like, "Yeah, I thought that was strange." And then he goes, "Well, the hat in like a personally embroidered hat, Cocaine Cowboys." I'm like, "Well, keep them coming. Just don't bring it in." They love their music. That's right.
Well,
You want
That
to do
was a very wholesome story.
Well,
It's
thank
the
you.
theme of the day, apparently.
You guys want to do some quick picks? All
Let's do it.
right, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for quick picks.
will stand. All right, today's games. There's 3 games today and a lot more tomorrow. All the bye weeks are done with. And there was a game Thursday night. San Fran won the division.
Who I picked them.
Yes.
Who didn't?
Seattle.
Oh, that's true.
No,
actually, they did.
that was the weird part. All right, so we're going to start off today shortly here. Colts at Vikings. Vikings coming off the loss to the Lions, right?
Yes, they are.
got
Minnesota is giving 3.5. Minnesota's D has allowed over 400 yards against in 5 consecutive games. But Minnesota's 4-0-1 against the spread. Their past 5 games is a favorite. They've covered 7 straight versus AFC teams. I'm going Minnesota.
Jeff Saturday's a joke. Minnesota.
Well, good for him. He's playing on Saturday.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Colts suck.
Justin Jefferson had like 230 yards last week, and they lost. Cousins had over 400. But I'm on the train of they will be the first team. They will be the first team out with that had the best season during the record all year.
They're going to be the 2 seed and lose in the first round.
So they lost to give them 3 losses. They only have a 1-game lead on San Fran for that 2 seed. San Fran is 9-4.
San Fran will probably
Overtake
them
them.
by the end of the season.
Could be.
So who are you taking this game?
What's that?
Did you make a pick?
Oh no, Minnesota.
But
But the 4 o'clock game is Ravens at the Cleveland Browns.
Browns are giving 3. Lamar Jackson is out for Baltimore. You can make a case that helps them. Why I say that is
Crazy to say that.
past 7 games they played without Lamar Jackson. Baltimore is 6-1 against the spread. And the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski, 1-4 all-time against the Ravens, 1-4 against the spread, that is. I'm going to go Baltimore.
Cleveland.
Ugh.
And I don't want to, but that's how it is.
Damn it.
I'm with AA on this. I don't want to, but I'm rooting for them. Just,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like there's a puke in the back of my throat saying it.
At least it's
Little
never mind.
bile.
Yeah.
At least it's not something else.
Ugh.
Go. Hundley's fun to watch, and I know there's tape out on him. I think it's gonna be a close, slog him out kind of game. Ravens. I don't really like the Harbaughs at all, but I don't like Cleveland more. So Ravens by 30.
All right.
Doesn't really follow. Oh, it's my turn again. Philly at Chicago.
Chicago is getting 8 points. Bears currently on a 6-game losing streak. Next week, Philadelphia plays at Dallas. They got to make sure it's not a trap game for them. I'm still taking Philly.
If Philly stays healthy, I think they don't lose a game the rest of the year.
Until they play the Bills in the Super Bowl.
Sure, let's do that.
But, yeah, Philly.
This
Bears stink.
is a tape game for the Bills. Got to get the tape on the Bears for next week.
What if the Bears blow them out?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be, but
I'll go Philly by 16. Lions at Jets.
Jets are giving 1. 2 teams
Game
going
to the Lions. Sorry.
2 teams going in opposite directions. Detroit has won 5 of their last 6. Jets have lost 3 of last 4. I was all set to take the Jets, but it came out yesterday. Mike White will not be playing, putting back in Zach Wilson. Detroit quarterback Jared Goff in his career is 1-9 straight up against the AFC East. Trying to talk myself into the Jets. Zach Wilson, starter, is 5-2 this season. His only 2 losses against New England. They're not playing New England, but I'm still taking Detroit.
Oof. It's okay, Jim.
That
It's
Jets,
okay.
That Jets D is real.
Yes.
Like,
they're
they're
real.
so good.
Absolutely.
It just, I don't know. I can't see the Jets offense putting up enough.
Yeah.
Just like last week. I think Detroit's pretty hot.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
5 of the last 6. Their only loss was the overtime.
Not
to Buffalo.
spicy, but
Yeah.
hot.
In a
So I
submarine.
think it's hot.
Detroit?
Yeah.
I'm going to take Detroit, too. They're fun, and we squeaked by them. Like you said, yeah, the Jets defense, they're a known commodity. They are good, and they're stiff. But I think it's one of those things where the Lions have been scoring. and maybe they won't score as much as they have been recently.
But they'll score more
But
than
if
the
you,
Jets
they'll
will.
score more than the Jets, right?
Indeed.
That's how they will win the game.
By outscoring them?
The Jets.
Oh, okay.
Pittsburgh at, depending on how things wash out, could be division leading Carolina Panthers by the end of the night.
Carolina is giving 3 points. If Carolina wins out, they win the NFC South. I'm going Carolina. Why not?
Who is their quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
That
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
But the Pickett thing is not working yet.
I think they're starting Mason Rudolph.
Are they
That's-
really?
Yeah.
Why?
that's
What
I
happened to
heard.
Pickett had a
Pickett?
concussion, right?
Pickett's in concussion protocol and Trubisky sucked.
Fair enough.
All right, well, Carolina it is then.
I'm going to pick 2 ties today, and this will be one of them.
All right. Carolina,
I love the
they're-
foreshadowing.
They're kind of like the Raiders last year, but with a lot less talent. But your coach gets fired at early midpoint of the season, and the players rally around the interim guy, and it seems to work. And I'm gonna pick them to win. Okay,
All right.
But
Kansas, no. Kansas City at Houston. Lay them down, boys. What do you got?
Houston getting 14 points. Chiefs win, they clinch their 7th consecutive division title. Their current run of 6 straight division titles, longest active streak in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, and National Hockey League. I'm going Kansas City.
What about soccer?
I love that he threw in hockey.
Go to the next game, Billy.
Yeah.
So everybody's taking Houston, huh? To cover?
No.
The Desmond Ritter-led Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints.
Saints giving 4. Saints should use tight end Taysom Hill as their lead running back. Why do you say it?
Wait, hang on. Why?
This year when Hill rushes for 50 yards or more, New Orleans is 4-0. When he has under 50 yards rushing, New Orleans is 0-8.
Oh, that's such a weird thing.
It is. But, I'm going to go New Orleans.
I'm starting Taysom, so over 50 and a win.
Do your job.
Do your job.
I don't even care.
Okay. I heard a rumor that when Marcus Mariota was injured and then they told him he wasn't going to be the starter, that he left.
He
Yep,
left.
he left.
Yeah. So go Saints. Here's one. Depending on which Jacksonville team shows up today. Dallas at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville is only getting 4.
Right.
Jacksonville has 20 straight losses to NFC teams. That is tied with the 2007 to 2009 Detroit Lions for longest losing
We're
streak
the Lions.
Conference.
versus the conference difference. Jacksonville is in the AFC playing NFC.
Right.
Detroit, it's against NFC teams. Really no bearing the Detroit thing, but I'm going Dallas.
I think they finally figured out how to use ETN. That's looked fun. Lawrence has looked better. But Dallas is overall a way better team. I think they just outlast them.
I'm going to go with Dallas as well. I think their defense is a little better. I think the offenses are comparable.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm going Dallas.
Like I said, depending on what Jacksonville team shows up. A couple weeks ago against Baltimore, they had the crazy comeback win, and it was great. They faced the Lions and Lions scored on every possession against Jacksonville 2 weeks ago. Then last week, Lawrence looked at every bit of the part as he was drafted for. The offense hummed. So depending on which team shows up today, I'm not going to say it decides the game. They can at least make it close. I think Dallas is a pretty well-rounded team.
They're okay.
I do think Dallas would have been better on offense coming into this year than they actually are. Their defense is what's really, they have the top 3 scoring defense in the NFL. Micah Parsons is ridiculous. But I thought they would have been a little better, honestly. But I guess Dallas by 1. Arizona at Denver. Who's starting for Denver at quarterback?
Rippin.
Rippin, right? Better rip it, Rippin.
Yeah, Denver is giving 2. I got nothing on this one.
That's another one. Who cares?
Yeah,
Next.
exactly. I don't care about this one either.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick Denver because Russell Wilson isn't playing.
Gives them a good chance.
Anybody else want to pick it?
Sure.
You picked it.
You picked it?
Tie.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Ooh.
What do you got? You don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmer?
I abstain from that one as well.
I
have no
abstain.
care.
Patriots at Raiders. Playoff hopes for the Patriots kind of starting to lurch late in the season on these games.
Vegas is giving 1.5. New England has won their last 6 versus the Raiders. But I look at the Raiders after that embarrassing loss to the Rams where they lost, gave up 2 scores in 2 minutes. Got the Baker Mayfield. Long time to stew on it. I'm going to Vegas.
Oh.
Every New England running back is hurt.
Oh, it's all right.
Like, they're down to, like, some guy from the practice squad. So I'm not sure where their offense is going to come from. I think I have to go to the Raiders.
I'm going to go with the Patriots because somehow the Raiders always find a chance
To
somehow
choke it
to
away.
lose.
No, you're right.
They lost to Baker Mayfield. He was there for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The Raiders are the most frustrating team for me this year. I would have thought they'd... And then they do well, and then they stink.
Yeah, they were a wild card team last year.
Tie. The Patriots game plan better than anybody else, but, well, like Aaron said, where are they going to find their offense from? McCorkle Jones just ain't it. But the Raiders are the Raiders.
Yeah, they find a way to lose.
All right. After coming off a disappointing loss last week, the Titans look to get back in their winning ways against the, I'm going to say it just for you, Jim, Los Angeles Chargers.
San Diego Chargers are They are giving 3. Here you got the NFL's 5th worst rushing defense, the Chargers, facing the league's 2nd leading rusher, Derrick Henry. But then you got NFL's 2nd worst passing defense, Tennessee, versus the NFL's 2nd leading passing, Justin Herbert. Deciding factor for me, Titans lost their last 3. I say they make it 4 and go with the Chargers.
Well, yeah.
I have no idea.
Flip a coin.
Henry rushes for 160 and Tennessee wins.
In the first half and then 0 in the second half.
Yes.
That's how they lost last week.
I'm going to go with Tennessee just because I'm rooting against the Chargers because I'm kind of scared of them.
Ooh.
I am going with the better uniform, which is clearly the Chargers. Maybe they're in the top tier. They do kind of. Herbert scares me because if he's going to be good, he's going to be awesome.
I don't want to see him.
No, and a healthy Keenan Allen too. The Bengals. Speaking of threats, the Bengals at Tampa Bay. Woof.
All right, Tampa Bay is getting 3.5.
That's it.
That's it. Prior to last week, the 3 biggest regular season losses in Tom Brady's career. 2014, he lost by 27 to Kansas City. 2003, he lost by 31 to Buffalo. 2020, he lost by 35 to the Saints. All those seasons, they won the Super Bowl.
Oof.
Last week, they lost by 28 to San Fran. Should we give the Super Bowl to Tampa Bay? No, not
They're
even
just
close.
so much worse than any team he's ever been on.
Cincinnati.
Tampa Bay is ass.
Cincinnati
They're
big.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Cincinnati's rolling. Cincinnati big.
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Are they? Well, it doesn't matter. Cincinnati's going to win. Tampa sucks.
They're bad.
Who did they get whooped by last week?
Who?
Tampa.
They lost. They got
San
blown out
Francisco
by
by
San
28,
Fran.
35 to 7.
35 to 7.
Oh, yeah, against
Brock Purdy.
Woody
First start.
Witchell.
Cincinnati, but I want them to look bad because they're starting. The way
they're starting to scare me.
Yep. Tomorrow night. This was a tie before. That's what
It
you were
was.
going for. Giants at the Taylor Heineke's.
It's going to be a tie.
Taylor
Again.
Heineke's are giving
Again.
4.5. Washington had their bye week last week. They may want to petition the league to see if they can get another one this week. I say that because prior to last week, Washington was in 8th place in the NFC playoff order. Last week, Washington didn't play a game, and now they're in 6th place.
Oh, yeah. Give me another one. We keep going up.
I think it's another example. 2 teams going in opposite directions. Give me Washington.
It's going to be close again. Mm-hmm. Not as close as last time, but it's going to be close. I think Washington.
I think it's going to be closer than last time. That can't happen. They tied. I'll go with the tie.
I was really thinking that I wanted Washington to win that game to kind of kick the Giants to the curb a little bit. You got to give the Giants a lot of credit. Washington was the hot team. The Giants stuck with them, and then it was a horrible overtime. Both teams punted. It was meh.
Ugly.
Washington, Ron Rivera, Tyler Heineke, they are like the fun.
They're fun.
The non-associated fun team to root for.
They're not going to win anything,
No.
but
Why not?
But they're fun.
Why not?
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, shit. I know the last two teams left, but I'm trying to figure out what other cities the Rams have played. The St. Louis Rams at the Packers.
Los Angeles Rams, Packers are giving them 7. If the Rams lose, they will have 10 losses, which would tie them with the 99 Broncos for most losses in a season for a defending Super Bowl champion. That ties them with the most. They still got 4 games to go. Give me Green Bay.
I like Green Bay in this one.
I like Green Bay as well. Both teams stink.
Green Bay. Can you name the 3 teams that have been eliminated from playoff contention?
Chicago, Houston,
There's one more.
and Jacksonville.
The Cardinals?
The Denver Broncos.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, the Russell Wilsons.
The Russell Wilsons. But doesn't it seem like the Rams would be eliminated too?
You would think.
You
but
would.
That division's that bad. I
But
thought
NFC
the
is
Cardinals
bad
would
in
be
general.
eliminated.
Well, San Fran won. It's just the NFC that's
It's bad in general.
the whole
so
bottom
somehow-
half.
like those guys have 3 wins.
I know. Yeah, hooray! We beat the defending Super Bowl champions week 1 in their house. Who'd have known they would totally suck the rest of the year? We set the tone for the Rams. Ugh. Cool. There's a game tonight in the snow.
What?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Jimmer, lay it on us.
All right, Buffalo is giving 7.5. Buffalo has won 5 straight at home versus Miami by an average of 35.8 to 18.2. So I'm going Buffalo 35.8 to Miami 18.2.
Very good.
Obviously, if it's snowing, it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think 27-14. You know who it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Well, I hope it's snowing not too bad. Just enough to mess with them. Bills by $1 billion.
Attaboy.
I am very excited.
How excited are you?
Very.
All right.
This point last year, no. I didn't get to use it yet. This time last year, the Bills were 7-6 and rolled out to win the rest of the year, the rest of the regular season. Everybody this year, everybody's done is find reasons not to like the Bills, at certain parts of the season. They aren't doing this. Allen isn't as good. Allen's numbers are exactly the same as they were last year.
Couple more interceptions.
But production-wise, they're exactly the same. What about the running game? Wham, wham, wham. We're in the top 15 in rushing. I mean, where are the real problems? You're not going to be Superman.
They're made-up problems.
Exactly.
They're just finding something to talk about.
You are 3 games better this year than you were, at this point than you were last year. Come on, and they were the hot pick to win the Super Bowl and all that shit at the end of the year. They're 10-3. They're number 1 seed in the AFC right now. Miami's coming in. It's going to be shitty out. It's going to affect both teams. Sure, I'm going to hit Jim's clipboard as many times as I want.
Yeah, I'll move it closer for you.
We're fine. As Josh likes to say, we're fine. We're damn fine. And at the end of the year, what did we need to do? Get us through these couple divisional games, especially those. And guess what? We're 2-0 in those so far. We got 3 games left, 4 games left. Fine, whatever. Put the pedal to the metal in the snow tonight. Show them who's boss in front of everybody. Let's have fun. Bills 7, Dolphins nothing. Let's go. I don't care what the score is.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.